Zacks Rank Buys, stocks with a short-term buy or strong buy recommendation. Now, here are more Zacks Rank Buys. Now, we're going to shed some light on a couple of aggressive growth stock picks with Bill Wilton, who monitors and writes about aggressive growth stock for Zacks.com. He's the aggressive growth stock strategist at Zacks.com. That's what they're calling it these days, right?
Yep.
Dover Saddlery, DOVR, the ticker symbol. So they make saddles.
Well, saddles and also a bunch of other equestrian, related products. Things from, first aid kits and feed for the horses to riding apparel for, the horse owners and things like that.
Wow,
so,
you'd never know it by the name.
Yeah, anything you need about a horse, they offer it either through their retail locations or their website.
All right.
They reported in late March on March 29th. They saw revenues and net incomes improving, which was, obviously a great sign. They exceeded the Zacks consensus estimate when they reported their EPS numbers. Another good thing to see. But what I really liked is that they offered some very bullish comments. The CEO said that they were expanding their margins, generating more cash flows, accelerating their retail store rollouts, and also expanding their market share, all in an effort to increase shareholder value, which is, what we all want at the end of the day.
Name of the game.
Exactly. Speaking of value, the shares are trading at about 16 times earnings right now. You factor in the growth rates and you're looking at a PEG ratio of 0.7. So that means the future growth prospects of this company are currently priced at a discount, probably because it's a very highly discretionary area of the market. When things are tough, I would imagine that people stop buying horses. So, but now that we're seeing more of a rebound, people are getting more and more confident. These highly discretionary areas are the ones that see a recovery later on in the cycle. So, the first things that you cut when you're cutting back in a recession are the last things you go ahead and add back when we're coming out of one. So,
but the thing is, if you have horses, you still have a need for these products on an ongoing basis.
Yeah, but there's also, new horse owners, things like that, and other, do you need a new saddle for your horse? Do you need new, new toys and things that go along with that? So, there's a lot of things that go along with that.
You can tell I don't own a horse.
I wanted to mention those valuations because, in those CEO comments, because those are, you're going to need to keep those in mind when you see this chart here. A lot of people have a tough time getting into a stock that's up that sharply, that fast, but also now that it's over the $5, not 5 o'clock benchmark, it will get a lot more attention from funds and other institutional investors. A lot of those guys have, certain limitations on stocks they can invest in, and a lot of them aren't allowed to buy stocks under $5. So we'll often see a lot more activity once stocks, get their head above that mark.
All right, I'll do the comedy, Bill. Okay. Toro Company, TTC, the ticker symbol, they make snow blowers and snow throwers and lawn mowers and they're best known for probably their lawn mowers, both on a residential and commercial applications. So golf courses, baseball fields, all of those types of things. One thing I really like about them is that they said they're starting to see an increase in customer confidence, both on the retail and the consumer, the commercial level. People are reinvesting in their businesses. Residents that have been putting off buying a new lawnmower for the last couple years, that a lot of that pent-up demand is starting to hit the market now. Right now, earnings per share are expected to grow at 24% this year, another 17% in the following year. Right now, we're also seeing a good chance to buy in the dip. There's been some weakness in the market recently that's brought shares of this stock down a little bit, brought the valuations into a little bit more of a reasonable range. But by far the thing I like most about these guys is their long-term earnings trajectory. I talk a lot about this 5-year EPS chart. When you see estimates that are this much higher on a year-over-year basis, and then more importantly, continuing higher throughout the year, that is definitely what you want to see in a growth stock. Well, if some of the strong rains we've been having lately around the country are any indication, it could be a good summer for this company.
That's true, yeah.
Do you own either of these?
I do not.
All right. We have more stock pick ideas for your consideration. On our homepage, we put 4 new ones up there for you daily, one in each of the investing categories that we write about. And with Bill, I'm Terry Ruffalo.